Right now, someone could be trying to break into your network. Data is flying across your network every second. But how do you really know what's happening inside those packets? Today, I'm going to show you how to install and configure Snort, one of the most powerful open source intrusion detection system. So you can see exactly what's flowing through your network in real time. And here's the interesting part. We'll run Snort twice. First, with its default detection rules, then with all rules disabled, just to see how different the logs look. By the end of this video, you'll not only have Snort up and running, but you'll also understand why its rules are the heart of network intrusion detection. Let us start by looking at why Snort really matters. Snort isn't just another free tool you forget after installation. It's been trusted by security professionals for over 2 decades. It's open source and it's used in some government-grade security systems. Think of it as a motion detector for your network, but instead of catching burglars, it's catching hackers. And the best part? You don't need to spend thousands of dollars on commercial intrusion detection when Snort can handle it. But here is the catch. You have to set it up right. Setting it up wrong is like locking your front door but leaving your window wide open. So let's see how we can do it the right way. Head towards your Ubuntu distribution, open Firefox or any other web browser, and search for snort.org. Here we are on the official Snort website. Right up front, you'll see what Snort is. It's an open source intrusion detection and prevention system designed to monitor network traffic and spot suspicious activity. The landing page gives you quick options to get started, download Snort, or even buy the commercial version for enterprise use. There's also documentation to guide you through installation and configuration, plus a section to submit false positives if Snort flags something harmless. This page is basically your central hub for everything that is Snort related. Now, what is Snorpy? Before we talk about it, here's the key thing. Snort works by using rules. Think of them as laser-focused commands telling Snort exactly what to hunt for. Hackers, shady IPs, or anything fishy in your network. Without rules, Snort is like a guard dog with no instructions. It just sits there.
Hey, sorry to interrupt your video, but I've got a quick question. Are you interested in building a career in ethical hacking? We've partnered with EC Council to bring you the Certified Ethical Hacker, or CEH Masterclass, and it's the perfect place to start. In this course, you'll learn step-by-step how to think and act like a hacker so you can protect organizations from cyber threats. You'll gain hands-on experience with industry-standard hacking tools such as Nmap, Wireshark, Metasploit, Burp Suite, John the Ripper, Nikto, AirCrackNG, and many others. Master ethical hacking with AI-driven techniques to enhance your skills and always stay a step ahead. You'll explore techniques used in footprinting, scanning, enumeration, system hacking, malware analysis, sniffing, social engineering, and more. You'll also dive into advanced topics like web application attacks, wireless network security, cryptography, cloud security, and penetration testing methodology. Everything you need to pass the CEH certification exam and become a skilled ethical hacker. The CEH certification is a globally respected credential that validates your ability to identify and fix security vulnerabilities in networks and systems. It's ideal for anyone looking to become an ethical hacker, penetration tester, security analyst, or cybersecurity consultant. Cybersecurity is one of the fastest growing fields in tech, and ethical hackers are in huge demand. In fact, according to EC Council, the demand for ethical hackers has grown by over 40% in the past year alone, with penetration testing jobs being among the top 5 fastest growing roles in cybersecurity. Organizations across finance, healthcare, government, and tech are actively hiring CEH certified professionals to help defend against cyber threats. CEH certified professionals earn anywhere from $95,000 to $150,000 US per year, and experienced professionals with advanced skills can earn $160,000 to over $200,000 annually, according to Glassdoor, PayScale, and CyberSeek. If you're ready to launch a high-impact, high-paying career in cybersecurity, this course is for you. We placed a link to the CEH course in the description area of this video. Enroll today and take the first step toward becoming a certified ethical hacker. Now, back to the video.
Now, writing these rules by hand, it's like trying to speak like alien code. But Snorpy 2.0 flips the game. It's the ultimate snort rule generator. You click a few options, fill in the blanks just like I am doing, and you've got a perfect rule ready to drop into Snort. No coding nightmares, no what does this even mean moments, just fast, simple, and ridiculously beginner friendly. Alright, first things first, let's get Snort on your system. If you are on Debian or Ubuntu, open up your terminal and update your package lists with sudo apt update. Once that's done, install Snort by running sudo apt install snort and then -y. That stands for yes. Now this might take a little while. So during installation, Snort will ask you for some details about your network, like the address range you want to monitor. So just enter it and hit enter and let the magic happen. When it's done, confirm the installation with Snort and then -- version. If you see the version info, congratulations, Snort is officially in your arsenal. So next, we need to see your network interface to Promiscuous mode so Snort can see all the traffic, not just what's meant for your machine. You can do that with sudo ip link set enp0s3 then promise on. Okay, so here enp0s3 is the name of my network interface. Yours might be different. To find yours, you can simply run ipaddr and look for the name next to your active connection, and then you can replace it in the command. Voila! Your system is now ready to sniff every packet that dares to pass by. So now Snort isn't just a one-trick pony. It's loaded with options and modes you can use. You want to see them all? Just type man snort. This opens Snort's manual page. Basically, it's a cheat sheet. You'll see the synopsis, description, and a full list of options with what they do. It's like unlocking the instruction manual for your new supercar. Once you're done, press Q to quit the manual. Clear the screen using the clear command, and let's move on. Now run ls-al/edc/snort. This lists everything in Snort's main configuration directory, and here's the breakdown. So first, we have rules. This folder stores all your Snort rules, the brains behind packet detection. Rules tell Snort exactly what suspicious activity to watch out for. And then we have snort.conf. This is the main configuration file where we decide how Snort runs, what rules it uses, and how alerts are handled. Then we have other files and folders which are supporting configurations, classification lists, and additional technical resources. And here's the fun part. We are about to crack open snort.conf and customize it. So Snort isn't just running, it's running your way. Alright, time to get your hands dirty with Snort's brain, the snort.conf file. To open it, you want to type sudo vim and then /etc/snort/snort.conf, which is essentially the path to this file. And then boom, we are inside Snort's main configuration file. This is where you can tweak everything about how Snort works. The file even walks you through the setup in numbered step so you can fully customize Snort for your own network. So let's start at step 1, which is setting up the network addresses. Here you will see a variable called var, which is essentially for variable, home_net any. This is where we tell Snort, hey, this is my turf, protect it. Replace any with your own system's IP address, and you want to ask why? Because our main goal is to protect our machine, not random systems on the internet. And remember, you can find your IP address by running ipaddr. That's the address you'll put into home_net. Once this is set, you have told Snort, guard this IP with your life. Next, leave the external_net variable as any. Because attacks can come from any IP address in the world, there is no way to predict exactly where the trouble will come from. So by keeping it any, we make sure Snort stays alert for threats from everywhere. Scrolling down, you'll notice Snort already comes with predefined variables for common servers and services. You will see lines like variable http_servers, and then the variable home_net, and then you'll see variable smt_servers, and then variable homes_net, and then you will see variable SQL servers, and then the variable home_net. So what's happening here? Snort is basically saying any web servers, mail servers, or database servers that live inside your protected network, watch them closely. These variables tell Snort why those services are so that it can apply the right detection rules. Then we have got port variables like port variable http_ports 80. Then we have port variable shellcode_ports not 80 or !80. Then we have HTTP ports 80, that of course it means Snort knows web servers run on port 80 by default. If your web server runs on a different port like 8080, you could update this, and the !80 for shellcode port means to watch every port except 80 for shellcode attacks. Is that clever? Yes. So remember that this ! It means not. All right. So now an important warning, some of these variables you don't want to mess with unless you know exactly what you're doing. You'll see comments in the file like do not modify unless necessary. These are often tied to Snort's internal detection logic, and messing with them blindly could break detection for entire classes of attacks. Think of them as the factory settings for Snort's brain. You can tweak them later when you're experienced, but for now, hands off. In short, these predefined servers and port lists are like Snort's where to look map. And the do not touch variables are the system's safety rails that keep it from going haywire. Okay, so we have set our network and server variables, but Snort isn't magic by itself. It needs rules, and these rules are the eyes and ears of Snort. A Snort rule tells it what to look for and what to do if it finds something. For example, a rule could say, if you see incoming traffic from a suspicious IP trying to hit port 22, alert me. Rules are written in a special syntax, and Snort comes with thousands of them right out of the box, catching everything from malware downloads to brute force attempts. Now, here's the interesting part, that in the snort.conf file, you'll find variables that tell Snort exactly where these rules live. And their paths are stored in variables like rule path, so rule path, and preprocess rule path. These are essentially the variable names. So these are like GPS coordinates for Snort's rule files. If we talk about rule path, this is where your standard detection rules live. If we talk about so rule path, this holds share object rules compiled for better performance. And if we talk about preprocessor rule path, it contains the rules that work with Snort's preprocessors to detect more advanced threats. If these paths are wrong, Snort won't find its rules, and that's like sending a security guard into a bank with a blindfold on. So before we move forward, make sure these rule path variables match where your rules are actually stored on your system. And if you ever download new rule set, you'll probably update them here. Scroll a little further down and you'll hit the customize your rule set section. This is where Snort loads the rule files it's going to use. So the local.rules contain your own custom rules. You can write these from scratch for very specific threats in your environment. And think of it as homemade security traps. And right under local rules, you've got Snort's full arsenal loaded. Like you have app detectors, attack response trackers, browser exploit busters, you have server shields, and you have protocol guards. It's like giving your network an Avengers level security squad. Among these rules, you'll find some community rules as well. These are a free collection of pre-made rules maintained by the Snort community. They are battle tested and cover a huge range of known attacks. And it doesn't stop there. If you download registered or subscribed rule set from snort.org, you'll add them here too. Alright, now smash that escape key to jump out of insert mode, type in :WQ and slam enter. Your changes are saved, you're out of the file, and Snort is locked, loaded, and ready for action. Now, before we unleash Snort, let's peek under the hood. Run man snort. Scroll down to the options section and check out the insane list of switches you can use. Pick a few, run them, and see Snort flex in its muscles in real time. Alright, now once you're done snooping around the manual, exit it and let's put Snort to the test. Run this command sudo snort -t-i enp0s3, which is my network interface, then -c flag, and then essentially the path to snort.conf file, which is /etc/snort and then /snort.conf. So here's the breakdown. -t flag, it tells Snort to test the configuration without actually running in detection mode. And then -i and then the network interface, it is basically there to specify that the network interface that we're gonna monitor, and yours could be different as I've told you earlier, so you need to double check. And then -c and then the path to the snort.conf, which is /etc/snort/snort.conf, it points Snort to your configuration file. Once you run the test, it will ask for your user password. After that, Snort will go through your config, load all rules, and tell you if everything is good to go or if there is an error hidden in the shadows. The test results are in and they are crazy detailed. You can dive into the logs to hunt for vulnerabilities, check how secure your system is, and even see juicy stats like total ports monitored, number of rules loaded, how many detection rules are, chain headers, and more behind the scenes Snort magic. So these are all the things that you can check, but here's the fun part. Let's strip it down to 0 rules and watch the difference. First, open the Snort configuration file. You could do that by writing sudo vim, then of course the snort.conf path, and then scroll down to the customized rules section. We are about to comment them all, but to do that cleanly in Vim, we need line numbers enabled. So exit the file for now, then run sudo vim and then /root/.vimrc. This opens Vim's configuration file, and inside you want to type set number, syntax on, and then set number, basically it shows the line numbers, super handy for the bash edits. And then there is syntax on, it adds color highlighting so your eyes don't bleed. So now we want to save it and exit. And now if we reopen the Snort config by writing sudo vim /etc/snort/snort.conf, now you want to scroll down the section where the rules start. Note the first and last line numbers in that block, and in my case it's from 597 to 717. Now for the Vim magic, press escape to make sure you are in command mode. Here you want to run this and hit enter. This tells Vim from line 597 to 717, put a hash at the start of each line and all rules commented out in one shot. As you can see, now just exit configuration file via the same :wq command, and now let's see how Snort reacts when it's basically running naked. No rules, no armor, just raw detection mode. Run the test again. As Snort spins up this time, watch the magic, or in this case, the silence. The output will show rules red 0, yeah, we just nuked them all. Detection rules 0, meaning Snort isn't actively looking for anything. No port-based inspections or signature checks. It's like hiring a bodyguard who just stands there doing nothing. This clearly shows how critical those rules are. They are the brain behind Snort's detection power. Without them, Snort is basically a glorified packet sniffer. So lesson learned, rules are life. Without them, your intrusion detection system is just an intrusion system. And that's a wrap, legends. Can you believe it? A few minutes ago, you had nothing. And now you have literally built and customized your own Snort intrusion detection system. We tweaked configs, played with rules, and even ran it with no defenses just to see how wild the difference looks. Now your system isn't just sitting there, it's alive, it's watching, analyzing, and ready to smack down anything shady that even thinks about touching your network. So here's my challenge to you. Keep experimenting, add your own custom rules, pull in those community packs, or if you're feeling ambitious, hook it up to a SIEM and go full enterprise mode. If this tutorial got you hyped and you learned something new, don't just sit there. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next crazy hack lab drop.